What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick 333. We're back here on YouTube, coming in actually from Twitch. We are live streaming on Twitch right now. We are going to be showcasing the United Wings deck. This did do pretty well at the last two league challenges I went to, but unfortunately was not able to capture footage. Kerwin's Game Store deleted their VOD from their live stream, and probably so that I couldn't use it. And the other league challenge at POW, it's unfortunately a closet. I'm definitely going to try to get footage from their league cup, but it's not worth it for a league challenge. The reviews aren't worth it. So this is just Alex Schemanski's Lost United Wings deck list. Nothing too special about it. I don't feel like there's any changes to be made. I think the list is perfect as it is. For those who don't know how the deck works, we've got a Manaphy there for the bench barrier. We've got 4 Wattrel, Murkrow, and Flamigo. They each have the United Wings attack that does 20 damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile that has United Wings. I was very much a fan of Lost Box back in the day, or of Night March back in the day, and this is a revival of that archetype. The only difference with the Murkrow is that it attacks for 1 darkness for its United Wings, and the only difference with the Flamigo is it does still attack for the double colorless, but if you bench it, you can search your deck for 3 Flamigo and put them into your hand. So you can Flamigo, grab 3 Flamigo, and then research or Squawkabilly and get all of those guys in the discard pile. We also have the Ditto Sudden Transformation to be able to use the attacks of basic Pokemon in your discard pile like the United Wingers. We also have a 2 line of Gallade, so the Curlias have the refinement, of course, to discard and draw. We're playing 1 of the Buddy Catch Gallade to get supporters, as well as the Dynablade Gallade, which can hit Arceus for weakness and one-shot them, so that's pretty good in that matchup. The 2 Squawkabilly, Squawk and Seize is really important on your first turn to be able to discard, draw 6. Really helps you get the numbers going. We've got an Echoing Horn, because it's Echoing Horn, Heavy Ball, Level Ball, Nest Ball, all pretty self-explanatory. Palpad. Rescue Carrier can get back your 90 HP or less Pokemon, so you can use this to get back a couple of Ditto, or a Ditto, and a Wattrel, Ditto Murkrow, etc., etc. We also have a couple Switch in here, because sometimes you just don't have any more Dittos or United Wing Pokemon in play. You have to promote a Curlia, so you can use that to switch into your United Wings guy that maybe you used a Rescue Carrier to get back, or Nest Balled for that turn. 4 Ultra Ball, because it's really great to discard your Pokemon. Collapse Stadium, because it's great to discard your Flamigo that you use Instant Flock, or to discard your Squawkabilly that is a 2 prize liability on your bench, depending on the situation. If you need that extra 20 damage, you discard the Flamigo. If you don't, you discard the Squawkabilly. Then we have 2 Boss, 1 Clara. Again, those are pretty self-explanatory. Research, you gotta discard those United Wingers. Serena can discard the United Wingers and also act like a boss. And then we have Zinnia's Resolve is an interesting inclusion. You can also discard 2 cards from your hand with that, so that gets rid of United Wing Pokemon. But then you also draw a card for each of your opponent's Pokemon in play. I think having 1 Zinnia's Resolve is really good in this deck. Sometimes you go against a deck that has 6 Pokemon in play, you can just discard 2 United Wings Pokemon, draw 6. And then Squawkabilly all on your first turn is pretty good. And then for the energies, we have 4 Double Turbo for the Double Turbo used United Wingers, as well as 4 basic Darkness energy. So a pretty good list as far as I'm concerned. I think it could use potentially a Super Rod, but I do like the deck as is. I think you can just rely on that Rescue Carrier and it'll get you where you need to go. So we will set this active, and we will get a game or 2 in with that. So I wish that Lost Box wasn't a thing. I think they need to destroy that deck, so that decks like United Wings can fly. Pun intended. Hang in 10. Let me update my stream title as well, because I'm not playing my NAIC deck anymore. Uniting those wings sounds good enough for me. Of course, my music stops again. So we're going to start with the Murkrow. Are you still watching? Yes, I am still watching. Thank you. Thank you for noticing. So we just see an attached pass from Arceus. That's all that deck really needs to do. Unfortunately, my hand is pretty booty cheeks. We are going to have to Ultra Ball away pretty usable stuff in order to get going. We are going to be going for a... Oh yeah, I have one of this Ditto and one of the other one. That's kind of annoying. So we are going to go for, let's see. Let's go for the Flamigo. Then we can Ultra Ball away the 2 Flamigo. To grab a Wattrel, I suppose, would be fine. Then we can Ultra Ball away the Wattrel Kirlia to grab Squawk. And then we can Squawk and Seize. And then we still have not used our supporter yet. We get the energy we need in the discard pile. We do not have a Murkrow yet. So I can level ball for a Murkrow. Feels fine. I can also POW pad the Clara back in. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attach for turn to the Murkrow. I'm going to level ball for Murkrow and level ball for Wattrel. Then we are going to POW pad back in the Clara and then research. We do have the Rescue Carrier. We have another Squawk. That doesn't really work out for me. We are just going to go for the United Wings for 100 damage, putting us potentially in the way to two-shot this Arceus V. We just need one more in the discard pile, but they do evolve, so now we need 4, 5 if we're attacking with one of the double turbo ones. So Pokemon is where it is the most important. We have 2, 3, 4, 5 in the discard pile. We are getting judged. That's very annoying. And it's a judge before their Starbirth as well. So if they're missing out on anything, they can easily grab it. I would have liked to be able to research and then use the POW pad to get the research back. But unfortunately, we just recycled the Clara there. I don't even know if it was really worth recycling the Clara, but... it would have mattered if I, like, drew into the Clara here, and then I could have Clara'd back the Kirlia to evolve the Ralts. And also the Gallade, so that I have Buddy Catch in a future turn. Also, if this Murkrow does go down, which it should, I can now attack with the Flamigo, because I have the double turbo energy for it. Alright, so that does add one more United Wings Pokemon to my discard pile, so we're hitting for 100 again because of the double turbo reduction. So I need 4 more in the discard pile. We do draw the Collapse. Unfortunately, cannot utilize that quite yet. I think it's fine to discard the Switch in this case. I don't need that right now. We do draw Gallade for the next turn, which again, not ideal. And I don't think I'm going to have the knockout. Because we did not quite get to where we need to go Yeah, so this is looking pretty bad. Now I wanted to keep the switch. It would have been better to get rid of Collapse. So I'm going to have to actually rescue Carrier back. The Watt Troll, it looks like. And we will just United Wings for 80. Yeah, we needed 5 more in the discard pile, actually. And we just did not draw a Stadium off of that. If they attack with... He's going to have to edit together a video of me knocking the cord out of my Blue Yeti mic. Because I keep, like, repositioning my legs and just kicking the wire, and it goes flying out. So, of course, we see Sharon's Care. Not something you see in Arceus decks a lot right now, but is very good against the United Wings. So, I can hit for 240 with the Gallade this turn. I don't know if I want to reveal that quite yet. But I think I have to. So we're gonna draw a card. It is another Watt Troll. We can refinement that away. Draw 2 cards. We do get a Serena. So I'm going to evolve, attach, and Serena. I guess we'll get rid of the Collapse Stadium. Because the path to the peak doesn't bother me whatsoever. Discard up to... Oh, no, you know what we can do? We can use the Serena to switch the Arceus active. That's a little bit better. And we can go ahead and... Oh, I forgot about the damage reduction again. I was thinking I was hitting 240. It reduces before the weakness is applied. So I hit for 200. I hit for 60 plus 60. Okay. This is still not the worst. I just need to find another double turbo energy specifically this turn. And I only have 2 left. I have not been able to find a Ditto yet. They only have 80 HP remaining, though. But they are down to 3 prizes already. And I'm already down my Gallade, which is my big way to beat Arceus. But yeah, that Sharon's Care was brutal to me. Now we draw, hopefully, a supporter. No, we don't. Just level ball. For Ditto. I guess I could get a Ralts. No, I have to get the Ditto. I just have to hope that I draw into a supporter on this next turn. Yeah, no, I don't think... No, this isn't worth playing anymore. I'll concede this one. Save some time for you guys. Viewing at home, we're going to get to the next game. Also, why are they Shaggy from Scooby-Doo? I just realized that. They literally are Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. What? What? What's that about? Let's see if we can get in a better game. And again, this glitch here keeps popping up. I'm not getting anything. I don't know. And then I try to hit play and nothing happens. I've been stuck in this Bulbasaur tier and, like, Snubble tier for, like, ever. And I keep getting paired against Greninjas. Probably because there's, like, nobody in Pokeball tier but me, I would assume. It would make sense. Come on. Alright. PCGL is so slow sometimes. So we get the Murkrow start. Not too bad, especially since I have the basic darkness energy. Looks like my opponent is also playing something along... Maybe it's a mirror and they're playing trekking shoes. Trekking shoes is not a bad inclusion in this deck for sure. Another way to discard Pokemon. Come on, guys. Waiting for your opponent to finish setting up. Okay. Are you done yet? I'm okay. My opponent was inactive for too long. I also only just realized 4 hours into my stream that my desktop is overstretched slightly. I had it like that on purpose for doing the local commentary stuff, because it fit a little bit better if I did that. So hopefully that looks a little bit better to you guys, because you guys can't see the V-Star markers right now. So I guess I got a free win. Yeah, I noticed that 4 hours into my live stream. Alright, so Blue Lancer. Another Greninja tier person. Again, can only face Greninja and Houndoom tiers, like the Great Ball tier people. So, do I want to go first? Yeah. Of course I want to go first. Let's see if we can get a better game in. So we start Wattrel Murkrow. I think... Do we start Wattrel or Murkrow? I mean, if we're against Guardy, starting Murkrow's better, right? I think starting Murkrow is better in most situations. Because it also does 20 more damage. I do have to find the Darkness Energy specifically, but it doesn't really matter. Alright. So Heavy Ball... We'll grab ourselves this Ralts, so we can put that down this turn. And nothing much else we can do here. I don't have an Ultra Ball. I'd really like to Squawk and Seize. Pretty pathetic turn 1 as far as United Wings is concerned. Almost feels better going second with this deck, in all honesty. Had I gone second, I could have researched and then potentially found the Squawkabilly. So if you are playing this deck yourself, you might actually consider going second against certain decks. Even though you want to evolve your Ralts into Kirlia, and generally when you have a Pokemon that evolves in a deck, you want to be able to go first. Your attackers are still basic. So you could always attack on the first turn and get a little bit more benefit out of being able to play your supporter turn 1. So now here we could just get judged and lose. Is entirely possible. Looks like they're going to go for the Irida. That's definitely the correct choice. We've seen chien-pao do this already in this stream. They Luminion for the Irida. They can always even attack with their Luminion and shuffle it back into the deck as well, which is pretty cool to see that a deck can attack with Luminion again. Because Luminion's actually a really solid attacker. Especially into something like Lost Box. Although I suppose you usually prefer to attack with Greninja, but if you got the Luminion on the board, you might as well shuffle it back into the deck. Alright, looks like this deck is playing the suboptimal Palkia. Arceus is a lot better. Okay, can we one-shot a chien-pao this turn? We top deck the Kirlia. Okay. So we can... Do we want to research first or refinement first? I think we go refinement first to try to find another United Wings Pokemon. We don't. We find a double turbo. That's not the correct one. So we are going to go for... I think just... Do I want to get more Murkrows out of the deck, I suppose? We'll get one Murkrow and one Wattrel out of the deck. Split it up a little bit. I want to be able to potentially attack with Wattrel because the Palkia is Lightning Weak. And we will research away this entire hand. We do get the Darkness Energy we need to attack. The only unfortunate thing here is I get the Flamigo so I can use that, but I'm not going to be able to discard any of this stuff here. So I am going to... I think I am going to... Is my opponent going to Iono, though? I think we just hope... No, I think we just put down the Wattrel and threaten that it can kill the Palkia. And I have one more Wattrel left in deck after this, but I also have the Clara and the Rescue Carrier as well, potentially. He only needs one energy to knock me out this turn. And also, if he just attacks with a Radiant Greninja, I lose. That's also true. I should have definitely gotten the Manaphy. I should have just hit for 40 and gotten the Manaphy. That would have been better. I think I was being a little too greedy with my play. Yeah, so definitely if I had gone second, this would be feeling a lot better. Because had I drawn into this, like, same hand... So they're going to have two energies in hand. They need one to retreat. Oh, if they have Superior, they just win. I mean, I can still, like, find Switch. Right? Okay, they use the Palkia as V-Star. Oh, he's getting rid of the Kirlia. I would think that you would get rid of the Wattrel to make sure there's no follow-up attacker. I think the discard draw 2 isn't as relevant as being attacked. Like, what if I just had, like, Ultra Ball Boss knock out Palkia or something like that? So we will go for the Flamigo. We're going to Flamigo, Insta-Flamigo. Grab 3 Flamigo from the deck. We are going to attach and research. So we can also Ultra Ball away Wattrel Squawkabilly. Do I want to get rid of this Wattrel, though? I don't think so. I think I want to get rid of the Gallade instead. How many are in my discard pile right now? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is... Oh, yeah, that's more than enough. So we'll do that. Get ourselves... Ditto? Or do we get ourselves Ralts? I think we get ourselves Ralts. We can instant flock guy next turn. Just bench these. If I collapse Stadium, they just put the Luminion into the discard pile. I'd rather them keep it. So we just hit for United Wings, 240 damage. So there are going to be 2 prize cards ahead. So my ideal next attacker is going to be the Flamigo, knock out chien-pao. Then they go up with Palkia, potentially. And then I hit it with Wattrel. I would get the knockout on the Palkia if I were to like top deck boss's orders, but I still need a double. I need boss double turbo in order to knock out the Palkia. So we'll see exactly where we get to. They get their own mana fee. I think that's just a Thin. I think they're not looking for any other water Pokemon, I suppose. They're getting rid of a Frigibax, which is weird, because I could always just knock out Baxcalibur, and then what do? That puts me back on even prizes as well. They'd only have Palkia set up. I guess they only need one energy a turn to attack with chien-pao, so the Baxcalibur doesn't matter too much. The Baxcalibur matters if they want to use Luminion as an attacker. I really think what they should do is if they have a like any sort of energy retrieval type card, they should retreat into the Luminion and attack with it. And then promote Bibarel or Baxcalibur even. Because they have multiple guys set up. Okay, so you have 160 remaining. I'm already hitting 160, I believe. So we're going to promote Flamigo. I have a Murkrow in my prizes still that I can pull out. We will evolve to Kirlia and research. We get a Ditto. We get a Ralts. We get a Manaphy. Would be nice to have the Collapse Stadium now. I don't even think I want a Refinement. Like, what do I Refinement? An Energy? I'd rather have the ability to Zinnia's Resolve or Boss's Orders next turn. I think my deck is small enough. I can Refinement away the Zinnia. Okay. Yeah, I feel fine with that. And then we instant United Wings for the knockout. I can't attack with Radiant Greninja anymore because of my mana fee. And I can knock out Palkia with Wattrel specifically. And then I can win off boss for Luminion as well. So I can actually get rid of Research off of this, but Heavy Ball, I know there's nothing left in my prize cards. And of course we get Ionode. That's still fine, because I can reshuffle my deck with the Ultra Ball, pull something out I don't need, and then Refinement it away. And I can also promote Ditto here potentially as well. So I have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm hitting 180. So I do have to promote Wattrel specifically. And I need to draw into a double turbo. He's going to retreat and attack with Luminion. Smart. Honestly smart. If I could have done it last turn, I would have. Rope. Okay. Promote Ditto? This is very interesting. Because now I have this attacker still. I'm hitting 180. That can knock out Baxcalibur or Bibarel. Oh, they're trying to stall. I see. I see. If I draw a boss, I can get rid of Baxcalibur. And it'll lock the chien-pao active, potentially. No, it won't, because I'll be moving the Baxcalibur active, Nick. I do get the Clara. Clara would get me back Darkness Energy and the Ditto, along with Buddy Catch. Interesting. But I would not be able to take a knockout this turn. So I think what we do is we go for the Ultra Ball. Gonna get rid of these two. See what's left in the deck here. We go for the Kirlia, because then I have double Kirlia. Shuffles the deck. I draw 4 cards this turn. There's Boss. Refinement away, Heavy Ball. We'll get Level Ball, Darkness Energy. So we can Level Ball for Pokemon and attach the Darkness Energy. We can Boss up Baxcalibur so that only the Palkias can attack, and then I have Checkmate with Waltrel. So we're going to grab just the Ditto. We'll bench the Ditto. We'll attach for turn to the Ditto. We will Boss the Baxcalibur so that they can't attack with the chien-pao. It'll force them to attack with the Palkia. I hit for exactly 160 to knock it out. Yeah, so now they're forced to attack with Palkia, and I have Checkmate with Waltrel. So I just need to find my double turbo energy is the only problem. I have 2 refinements and 8 cards in deck. I should have 2 double turbos, or 1 double turbo left to me. So it needs to not be prized. And I haven't looked hard enough at my deck. Oh, he's gonna, okay. So now I need... Shoot, what are my resources looking like? Can you let me look at my discard pile? Okay, I still have the Rescue Carrier. I'm gonna put Ditto active. It has a 1 retreat cost and can copy either attack. We draw for turn and it's Research. I have Rescue Carrier, but I don't have the double turbo in deck. It's in my prize cards. And that's game. Well, that was actually a pretty good showcase of the deck. I could have definitely won there, for sure. But unfortunately, we were not quite where we needed to be. So, as always, guys who are watching on YouTube, do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And check out Twitch for live streams like this, because I'm going to be doing them more often. We will see you guys next time for hopefully something that's actually a live match and not a PTCG live match. Like something real life.